Okay, I put it down to 1600 ISO, so stay there. Um, it's at 180 degree shutter angle, and it's at f1.7. But the reason why I did that is I want to reduce the flaring on lamps and headlights and stuff. I had it on auto ISO and it went up to like 6400, and I thought it was too bright. So I just 1600 is kind of like a happy medium. I will go up to 3200, but sometimes I think that's a little bit too high. So I cap it at 1600, so I would have less noise and less flaring. I have done videos at 800 ISO, but that sometimes may be a little bit too dark. So. Now I'm also testing out the sound of the DJI Mic 2. I forgot to look at that too. I think it's on high. But I did put it at -12. But, you know, like I said, when you put the mic in the hot shoe, and if you touch the screen, you might have changed something. So that's what I'm looking right now. Okay, it looks like I made the light. Because it just turned green. I am going to go by the LED screen. The ride is much smoother with these tires. So with all this road construction, it was pretty bad. I do have only the IBIS on. I don't have the boost stabilization, and I don't have an enhanced stabilization, kind of like the digital one, because both of those crop, which you get a narrower field of view. All right. And anyhow, I hate these guys. They drive like maniacs. See, they speed up and then they hit the stoplight, and then I catch up to them anyway. So this is different. It's at 1600. I like this setting basically, and I still may have the camera a little bit too high, but you know, with shutter angle, it's I don't know if it's recognizing vehicles. ZR did the same thing. You know, when you turn on the shutter. So shutter angle only works on manual mode and on shutter priority mode, you know, for video. But everything looks sharp. Now, if you look at the headlights, less flaring, okay? The lights are separate, and even the stoplights, all right? They're not flaring that much either. I think they're flaring more on my windshield than they are on the LCD screen. And I'm going to drive by a Kia and stuff, and Cadillac, and So you'll have 2 more videos. The reason why I did try to put one up this afternoon, but the sound was so terrible, I decided just to delete the whole thing. Somehow when I pressed the button, it was like a plus 12 decibels instead of a minus 12. So I got the voice isolation on. I do have it on stereo because I want to try that. I did have on mono. Mono sounded better. You hear that deep bass tone. But I thought I'd try out stereo. But then it was like the treble was too high. And it's like fingernails on a chalkboard, all right? The squeaky noise that drives everybody crazy, it was driving me crazy. And I go, I'm not going to put that up. And I'm not going to put a music to the video because a lot of people want to hear me talk and explain about the camera. So, anyhow, let's get to this turn right here. And you see how smooth that was? You know, the wheels. I got me Falcon tires, so it's like mid-tier. It's good, I think, for about 70,000 miles, 75. I have to look at it. But cost me about $1,100. And then with the oil change, about another $100. So I spent a lot of money today to get a smooth ride. But you have to do that. You have to keep your car tuned. I'm getting pretty darn good gas mileage. And all because, you know, balanced tires. I haven't been driving much lately. And it's still at 78,000 miles. Well, it's not even 78 yet. So I think I picked up this car at 35. So I've driven 40,000 miles in this car, and I've had this, this is 2026? Yeah, 3 years. So a little bit over 10,000. But you see, I also drove back and forth a couple of times to Arizona and Colorado in this vehicle. So usually it's about 7,500 to 10,000 miles I drive since I've been retired. Look at that flag. Man, nice. So that's why I leave it at 1,600. Shane, Mr. Geeky Nerdy Techie, or Geeky Techie Nerdy, he recommended 1,600 at night as the max. Not even going to 25,600, because he was, that would be the highest, but he would use software to do that. I was getting upset with the 6,400. So it just looked too bright. You know, the flaring was just too much. So 1,600 is what I would recommend. You go into lighted areas and it's good, okay? See, they blocked that part off. So I know the back roads to go on to avoid all this stuff. They blocked that part off. Yeah, they, on the access road, they blocked that. Because they're building that HOV lane. But they got a new Dick's Sporting Goods place up. They got a new building to the right, which I think it's just a wall. Yeah, it's just a wall. But IKEA to the left. And this is a brand new road, but you can see with all the rain that we've been having and the hot and cold weather that we get, it makes streets wavy in a way, where they used to be smooth when they were first put down. Not anymore. Okay. See how easy that was? I hate these circles, by the way. And there's, yeah, Twin Peaks still open. Yeah, they closed down all the to the access road completely. So I'm glad I went this way. So I'm driving in light areas. You notice that the flaring is picked up a little bit, but at 1600 it controls it. I could put it at 800 ISO, but then it might be a little bit too dark, especially when you get into a dark area. Yeah, there's construction workers working right there, digging up dirt. So the brew house is closed down. I think the Longhorn Steakhouse and the Olive Garden all closed down. But I do see a lot of cars. So the Longhorn Steakhouse is still open. Well, actually, it's just the workers working in there. And I don't see anybody for the Olive Garden. There's a Black Rifle Coffee Company, Twin Peaks. They have a 29-cent cold draft beer. Oh boy. Yeah, I haven't been drinking any beer or wine. Been having some stomach problems, acid reflux, and I've been looking online where a good drink to have is hot tea with half a lemon, freshly squeezed, with a little lemon juice, and then what was it? Oh, and a tablespoon of olive oil. You put that in, and it helps reduce your body fat. You cannot put any sugar in the tea. It may be a little sour, but you get used to the taste, and it's supposed to burn away the fat. So I said, you know what? That sounds good. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to get me some fresh lemons tomorrow, and I'll do another video series on health. See if it works. See how wavy this road is? And this is basically all cement. I just go straight. I go back right where I came from. Ta-da. Yep, they've been working here forever. I'll be glad when they get done with the paving and open this part up, just to get the 1604 normal again. So like I said, I am testing the microphone, the stabilization, the sound quality on the GH7, the noise, and this video is a little bit longer than the first one, but that's what I do to compare. And I write an email to Kate and tell her that, you know what, I'm for it. I want to experiment. I like testing stuff. And if I can help out a company a little bit, I'm all for it. I won't be paying for it. It's just basically to test to see if the software works. And they may say, hey, the OM system is what you want to use it on. So I'll do that too. Usually I use the GH7 for video, and then just a little video on the G9 II and OM1 Mark II. All right. That's the only OM system camera I have. Peter Gregg has the, and I think also Robin Wong, they have the OMD or the OMD E1 Mark II or something like that. It used to be a flagship from 2016. Still a great camera, great stabilization. Just that they don't have the newer stuff to it. I don't think they had the autophase subject detection. They just had that contrast focusing. Yep, makes a difference with new wheels, folks. Get better gas mileage. So I've been driving real slow, and I'm averaging 25.1 miles to the gallon. And I'm driving like 31 to 45 miles per hour. Now I'm careful on this road. There are a lot of deer in this area. There are some coyotes also. I don't mind hitting coyotes. So you see, a quick little trip out, 30 minutes. You can do 2 short videos, test out the camera, the sound system, see if it's working. You try different settings. That's how you learn how the camera performs. You also learn to see if the camera overheats. This setup on most full frame cameras, I have to leave the, I can't put anything in the hot shoe. I have to let it loose hanging next to the camera or tripod, you know, with the receiver. With this camera, even if it's almost like full size, with that 20 millimeter pancake lens, it does make a difference. I checked my mailbox earlier today and got a message saying that, well, they got it at the shirts store, that ball head, and it's been there ever since. They haven't updated. So I should get it tomorrow. And I got a feeling they're going to put it in the mailbox or give it to the post office. So anyway, thank you for tagging along. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I will see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.